Hey everyone, welcome to episode 12 of A Drop of Sunshine. My name is Daphne DeLorean, and today we're talking about the enormous power of our words. Purpose exists in everything and everyone. If you're listening to this right now, you're gifted with a beating heart and a very particular purpose. We were all created uniquely with gifts and talents no one else on this earth has, and one of the biggest tragedies is passing through this life without meaning or purpose. Most of us are influenced by family, friends, or other relationships on what we're supposed to do with our life or who we're supposed to be. This affects our careers, hobbies, and relationships. I don't have all the answers, but my mission is to help bring you truth and closer to your purpose, one drop at a time. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 12 of A Drop of Sunshine. I'm Daphne DeLorean, and I have a very exciting announcement. I've been talking about this, I've been working on this, and finally we have, we have an online store, A Drop of Sunshine online store. But here's the deal, there's only 3 days to order. So what we have is A Drop of Sunshine coffee mugs, super cute. Go to my Facebook page to check those out, Instagram as well. And then we have tank tops, we have t-shirts, and we also have really awesome bright yellow A Drop of Sunshine umbrellas. So on a gloomy day, it'll kind of give you a little pep in your step. So I'm going to put the link in the show notes here, as well as on my Instagram bio, and also you can find it on my Facebook page. So if you go to any of those places, you will not miss it. And again, there's only 3 days left in this pre-sale to order. So go order and let me know what you think. I cannot wait for these items to come in. Also, I'm very excited to announce I have been booking speaking gigs. So this is where my heart is, getting on that stage and moving the room with some sunshine, living with purpose, basically what this podcast is about on stage. And so if you know of an event or a conference, if you're hosting one yourself, shoot me an email, daphne@daphnedelorean.com. I would love to learn more about the details of your event and if it would be a good fit to be working together. All right, let's dive in. What are we talking about today? I have my co-host Nash next to me, and you can't see him, but he is snoring under my feet. Maybe he's not that into this episode today, or he's just a little tired, stayed up late last night. Okay, what are we talking about? We are talking about our words. Our words have enormous power. There's actual energy associated with our words. It's either one of two things, positive or negative. They speak either life or death upon a situation. And the crazy part is, your cells, my friend, will literally conform to support your thoughts. Your words have the power to shift the atmosphere and situation, and they are a direct reflection of our thoughts. But here's the beauty. When we're intentional, we can control our thoughts. That's the beautiful thing. God gave us a brain, and He gave us the ability to control the thoughts that come in our head. So if we feed our mind with truth on the daily, I'm talking every single day, renewing our mind, and if I may add, at the start of the day, I notice a significant difference when I listen to a podcast that uplifts me at the start of the day, or I, open the word, or I listen to a sermon, or I read a positive something. It reflects for the rest of the day, because the whole day I'm thinking about whatever this message is that I heard, and now my day is started on a positive note. And so when my day starts on a positive note, that reflects into the whole week. into the whole month, into the whole year, into the whole lifespan. So if we're intentional, we literally have the power to control our thoughts. I'm going to encourage you, since you have the authority, to take control of your mind. And I listened to this documentary, I should say I watched this documentary that my friend Courtney suggested, and it's called Heal. If you have Netflix, do me a favor, the next time you have some free time, turn this on. It's called Heal, Heal. And it was like such an aha moment, and it just blew my mind at the power of being able to literally think yourself into healing your body, and how every particle in this earth has negative or positive energy associated with it. Isn't that amazing? Like, particles are waves of energy. There's an invisible force moving not only the earth, but also your mind, your consciousness. It's invisible energy of our mind that shapes everything. And in this documentary, they did this test. I forgot what university it was, but it was so interesting. Basically, this group of people had some kind of diagnosis, and half of the group, they were given medication, and the other half thought they were also receiving medication, but it was placebo. For those of you who don't know what placebo is, it's like a sugar pill. There's no medication associated with it. And the same amount of people healed from the medication, the real medication, was the same amount of people healed with the sugar pill, just because they thought that they were getting medicated to heal whatever was going on in their mind or body. Isn't that interesting? Like, you just think that you're healing with this medication, and all of a sudden you're healed. And that was just so powerful to me, that our thoughts can literally heal a diagnosis, an illness in our body. And so when we take control of our thoughts and speak life over a situation, your body and your cells will morph into supporting those thoughts, which completely just blows my mind when I really think about that. Now, the other half of it is negative thinking. You can literally believe yourself to become ill or even death. You can literally believe yourself into disease and illness. That's the contrary. This all comes down to who and what we surround our minds with, because that directly impacts your thoughts. Your thoughts directly impact your words directly impact your action, and your action directly impacts your destiny and whether or not you are living in full force of your potential and purpose. And so we have to be so intentional and guard this for our life, because it costs too much to not do this. This is your life. And a lot of people, they're born and they think, okay, I'm born. I just need to exist and then die one day. I need to do something to just sustain myself, to just be existing, and then die at the end of my life. You're not a robot. You have a very significant purpose. If you are listening to me right now, I am looking you in your face and your eyes, and I'm holding your cheeks. You have an enormous purpose. And what if you saw yourself looking down from an internal perspective and realizing you are alive right now with a beating heart and a breath for a very particular reason, that you're alive right now in this season? Otherwise, you wouldn't be alive. If you have a beating heart and you can hear my voice right now, you have a duty to serve this world with the gifts and talents you were given. So you need to protect whatever is impacting your mind, because your mind will literally dictate your life and determine if you get to your vision or not. And so even if you're in a sticky situation, which you're going to be, if you're alive, I mean, we have ups and we have downs. And so when you're in a down season, instead of saying, the world is out to get me, I really believe the world is actually for you. And even in those seasons of hurt or pain, what am I learning? How am I growing? And what words do I need to speak life over this situation for this to come to pass? Because so many times we find ourselves when we're in a funk or failing or things don't work out how we hope that they work out, we start speaking the very opposite of how we should be. And when we start speaking negatively and we start complaining, not only do we self-victimize ourselves, but we're giving negative, contagious energy to everybody else around us. And we are basically how society teaches us that it's all about me. But it's not about you. I'm going to be real with you. It is not about you. It's about you giving to the world and serving them with what you were gifted. So when you're in those challenging seasons, I encourage you to bounce back, gain this incredible amount of resilience, and feed your mind goodness every single day at the start of your day, and watch your whole life be impacted in a positive way. And then you speak words of life, and you turn those whys and those what if negatives, like what if I fail, or what if I am judged, or what if I don't make any money, or what if all of these negative thoughts, why don't you turn them into positive? Like, what if I succeed? What if I do make money? And what if I impact the world in a positive way? Because when I left my dream job at NBC in Nashville, I really felt called to leave. But I had so many questions that I had to overcome. Like, oh my gosh, I'm starting all over. I'm at this peak pivotal moment of my whole life that I worked my whole life, blood, sweat, and tears to get to. And on paper, it's like a dream job, right? And so I had these thoughts of like, oh my gosh, what if I fail? What if people think I'm crazy? What if I don't make enough money? What if? And those we're humans, so that comes at you, okay? But what did I do with those thoughts? Did I accept them and speak those out loud, or did I catch them, nip them in the bud, and speak life? What if I succeed? And what if I impact people's lives in a positive, transformational way? And what if I'm on this stage with a microphone and I am impacting the masses and instilling life, and their whole life is shifted in a positive way? Whoa, that makes me feel alive. And that's how I know that's my purpose. And so there are people in this world, many people who don't want you to succeed. In fact, I've experienced this in this new season of my life, even people who I thought were my friends, and they're just watching me. But here's what I know. You don't need anyone's approval or permission to pursue your vision and purpose. And it's okay if they don't agree, or if they want you to fail, or if they don't encourage you, or whatever that is. Because if they don't do those things anyway, they're dealing with things on their own. Because a whole, full person uplifts people, and they don't want to see them fail. But the opposite, they want to see you fail because they're dealing with their own thing. So never, ever take it personal, okay? Okay, so co-host Nash and I have 3 questions for you. Are you ready? 1, what are you filling your mind with? That includes the who and the what. What are you filling your time with? Are you spending or investing your time towards your vision? There are so many distractions in this world, and it's so noisy. And I think it's so important to declutter our mind with things that do not support our vision, which goes hand in hand with our purpose and full potential. And one that's really on my heart and mind to share with you today is social media. Every morning, what do? You wake up and you open Instagram, you open Facebook, and you're just giving your time away and you're just clicking and liking, and it's just one thing leads to another, and all of a sudden 3 hours go by and you just wasted your 3 hours that you can't get back. You can never gain time back. And so I want to encourage you to really maybe take 30 minutes in the morning and set your alarm, or 30 minutes in the evening, and don't let it consume your day. So one thing I did recently actually was I took a moment to just really be intentional with social media. And I think social media can be used in a very positive way or a very negative way. It can reflect insecurities, it can waste time, but at the same token, it can instill life, it can impact people's lives in a positive way, and it could be really looked upon in a fantastic way. And so I did a scan for myself. I said, what am I putting out there? Am I impacting people's lives in a positive way, or am I just posting things that don't matter for other people? And so at the same token, there's so much clutter on social media, and given the fact that we spend so much time on it, I said, you know what? Every time I get on this app throughout the day, I want it to instill life into me. I want it to make my brain elevated. I want to be encouraged. I want to be uplifted. I want to feed my brain good things. So I did a scan. I said, okay, what does that look like for me? And what I did was I created another Instagram, and I followed all of my friends on that Instagram account. It's private. And I deleted pretty much everyone with the exception of a few people. My husband, couple of pastors, and entrepreneurs who I look up to. And every time I turn on that app, what pops up? Something that uplifts my spirit and feeds my brain goodness. And so the other Instagram account I have is fantastic because I can control in the evening, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and, check in on my friends, give them some love, give them some likes and comments, and, stay in tune with intentional relationships on that end. But during the day, if I'm going to get on that app and I turn that app on, I am going to get only things that uplift my brain and feed my thoughts positivity, because that directly impacts us. And so, as much as I love Sally's shoes, that's not what I need to be spending my time with during the day, or seeing what Kimberly did on the weekend, or, what someone's drinking and eating for lunch. I'm using that in a different light in the evening, checking that out, but during the day, really focusing my time on what will feed my brain with goodness. So I want to encourage you to do, maybe it's not social media for you, but what are you spending your time with? Because I believe you either spend time or you invest time. And yeah, there's going to be moments where you just need to put on the TV and just dip out for a second. But be intentional when you do that and realize what's actually happening. Instead of just killing time, what if you fill your mind with things that are good, and you learn and you get your brain and mindset right, because your mind dictates your whole life. So we should be running after things that support and protect our mind and elevate our lives. So if you're going to watch TV, why not watch a documentary on Netflix that is teaching you good things, or reading a book, or exercising? Gosh, the benefits of exercising, getting that dopamine and feeling good about yourself and your body, and getting those hormones, just feeling good and getting your mind in a positive, in the right direction. So I encourage you to protect your time, because the one thing you can never get back, you can get back so many things. You can get back money. You can't get back your time. And every single person in this world has only 24 hours in a day, but everybody chooses to use those hours in a different way. So, a challenge. Are you ready for a challenge? I will always challenge you in every single episode. And this is your Drop of Sunshine challenge. I just made that up. I encourage you to intentionally uplift or compliment someone today, but really mean it. If you like their earrings, tell them, because a lot of times we focus on the negativity, and we only speak when something's wrong, and we're so quick to find something wrong. But if you just smile at a stranger or tell somebody you love their hair or you love their dress and make them feel good. We need to make each other feel good more. It will make them feel loved, and it will also feel good for your soul too. I can't tell you how happy I feel when somebody smiles at me and I don't even know them. Like all of a sudden, I feel this sense of joy just from a random stranger's smile. So maybe that's what it is for you, just smiling at someone you don't know, because you don't know what they're going through, and you're going to make them feel good in that moment. All right, my friends, I hope this episode encouraged you. And I just want to take a moment to say thank you with gratitude. If you're listening to this right now, you could choose to do anything with your time, but you are listening to this podcast episode. I've been reading all of the comments, the reviews. It seriously means so much and just confirms that I needed to start this podcast. So thank you so much. If you got something out of this, will you do me a favor? Will you take a screenshot of this podcast episode, post it on social media, hashtag it a drop of sunshine, and tag me so I can see who it's resonated with? I'll be sharing some of my favorites on my Instagram story. So if you share it, I'll share it in return, and I really appreciate it. I hope you're having an awesome day. I wish you an awesome day, an awesome week. I'm sending sunshine rays your way. All right, saving the best for last. If you're still listening, I have quite a treat for you. My husband singing Unfinished Business, a song that he wrote.
There's something wrong with that clock on the wall, slowing my Monday down to a crawl. I've got something real important here on my mind. The weekend didn't give us near enough time, duty calls. And hey, I'm out of here, y'all. I've got some unfinished business at home. A little candlelight dinner meeting to keep her from feeling alone. Tell them to hold all my calls. I'm taking the whole day off, 'cause I got some untasted kisses, unfinished business at home. She wants to show me how much I've missed. Well, I'm here to tell y'all that's a pretty long list. Yeah, I've got a good feeling there's so much to do. I'm probably gonna need another day or two, 'cause I got some unfinished business at home. A little candlelight dinner meeting to keep her from feeling alone. To hold all my calls. I'm taking the whole day off, 'cause I got some untasted kisses, unfinished business at home. Well, I'm a hard-working man. I always do the best I can. I've got some unfinished business at home. A little candlelight dinner meeting to keep her from feeling alone. Tell them to hold all my calls. Oh, I'm taking the whole day off. wasted kisses, unfinished business at home. Yes, I do.